Hi everyone, good morning. It's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. Welcome to a brand new day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up and for supporting 60 and Me and just for the huge contribution that you make to my life. I want you all to know that I really do love doing these talks for you. They help me to deal with some of the issues that we're all facing in our 60s. And it just gives me such a wonderful feeling to know that you're there, that you care. And also that, it's back, it's like a circle. It's this huge circle that we've created around the world. We reach 500,000 women now every month on our website. We have over 110,000 in our Facebook group. And it's just amazing. Not just that, the numbers are not even the important thing. What's important is that we talk to each other and people are sharing, things that are on their mind. And I think it's just a general sense that, kind of in this together and we're enjoying the journey. It's just making it easier. It's making it easier to be together. So thank you for being here. I have my tea this morning. I have my rainbow mug, which I love. I've just got, what have I got today? Earl Grey tea, which is actually one of my classic, UK British teas. It's really got a nice, elegant taste to it. And I think that Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek loved it as well. So anyway, things we associate with products. But anyway, have a nice cup of tea or coffee yourself, maybe a juice or, I don't know, smoothie. What do you drink in the morning? Hope it's something nice. But, I just wanted to chat with you about a theme that is recurring. I did a talk the other day about fashion and about style. And, as after I recorded it, I thought, I think that one of the challenges we've got in our 60s is that our bodies do honestly do things that we didn't intend for them to do. I was looking at pictures the other day of when I was in my skinnier days. I was 18, of course, but I had a waist and legs, and it was just kind of like, what happened? But of course, what happened was life. And like with you, it's not always easy to keep that weight off. But one of our bloggers, Sherry Broder, wrote a really good article, which was a kind of a lens on why we have such a hard time with weight. And it was like the 10 stories that we tell ourselves to just avoid losing weight. And, the questions are, what stories do you tell yourself? And those stories have power. And as we tell them to ourselves, they give us permission, permission to not do the things we need to do to stay fit and mobile and healthy and agile in our 60s. And we all know it's kind of this strange, I don't know. We know in our minds that we need to keep our weight down. We know that it's going to make us healthier. It's going to make us more free to do the things that we want to do in life. Travel, work out, go dancing, just play with grandkids, all that stuff. But something else keeps little voices nagging at us like, you don't really need to think about that. Because one thing people say, and I say this too, is I love food too much to be slimmer. Everyone loves food, of course. It's our human nature to love food, but it's like the quantities we eat and the combinations. But you can love food and love eating delicious food without going overboard. Loving food does not cause you to be overweight. Eating food helps you to be overweight. So that's an important one. If you love food, love food. Just drink it, just eat it in moderation and in the right ways. Clean my plate because wasting food is bad. Oh my goodness. Well, I got a double hit of this because first of all, as I've mentioned before, we didn't have a lot of money when I was young. And so food was pretty precious. And my mom would always say, eat all your food up, because we're not sure when the next meal's coming, but you just eat all your food because there are children that are starving. You're lucky to have this food to eat. And I really believed her. We laugh at it now, like, my not eating is not going to help all those starving people in China or Africa. But at the time, I really, truly believed it, that I was lucky and food was precious. So I ate everything. Then the second was when I had my children and, I'd prepare food for them and then they wouldn't eat it. And I would feel like, well, it's going to go to waste. I better eat it. And so I would nibble. I didn't need to. We know this. We know that by the time we have our children, we realize that you don't have to clean the plate. It's better to serve small servings and then have a second serving than it is to hold back. But seriously, that's not helping anyone to overeat. It's only hurting you and your body. Another story that we tell is, well, I really don't eat very much. I've heard people say this so many times. I don't eat very much at all. In fact, I skip breakfast. I hardly eat any lunch. And that very well could be true. But the body really probably only needs about 60% of what you actually do eat. Even if you skip a meal, which actually we know now isn't a great thing to do for your body, but if you do eat a big meal or 2 big meals a day, you're probably overeating by 40% more than you need to. So one thing that Sherry suggests is to write down what you eat. Just write it down every day for a week, and just see exactly what you're eating, and you'll be surprised. One of my things, for example, is nuts. I love nibbling nuts. And, I've now sort of talked myself into not eating biscuits and other sweet things. Sugar's not so good for you, but I do eat a lot of nuts. And even though nuts are super good for you nutritionally, if you eat, a handful of almonds, that's a lot of calories. And if you're sitting still all day, it doesn't balance. So anyway, the thing about overweight people, saying I don't eat very much, but it's usually not true. Another thing people say is, oh, I can't lose weight because I'm a food sugar addict. And we say it with a smile. And it's like, okay. And it is an addiction, just like everything else. It's something that is a habit that you've got into that is actually, and I'm so guilty of this myself. I used to eat random things that have a lot of sugar in them. And then you say, well, I'm addicted to sugar. It's like saying you're addicted to any other negative habit. You just have to change the habit. So stay in control, not the food. The food is not in control. You are in control. And try to deal with those addictions, because sugar, honestly, is insidious in the sense that when you buy food at shops prepackaged, you're almost certainly getting a lot of sugar in there that you didn't know about. So sugar is important. Another to watch. I mean, the whole story about I can't lose weight because I'm a sugar addict. Coffee addict is another thing that I am, but I think I've got that under control now. As I said, I've got it under control, not the coffee. Anyway, another thing people say, another story is, I'm too busy to lose weight. Now, Sherry raises a really good point. She says, how does eating less take longer than eating more? Because it's not the quantity, of course. When people say, I'm too busy to lose weight, what they mean is I'm too busy to cook the right food or to eat in the right combinations or quantities. And so I buy prepackaged food, I buy pizza, I buy Chinese takeaway. That in and of themselves, once or twice a week is no big deal, but it's when you do it all the time. And I mentioned, by the way, the other day, my experience with Marks and Sparks, which is Marks and Spencer's. I was told it's called Marks and Sparks in the UK. And, where you buy prepackaged food. It's so easy. You go after work, pick it up, it's all made for you, and then you eat a lot of calories. You look on the back, 600 calories in this prepackaged meal, where you could make it for half that. So that's another thing. You've got to have willpower, and you've got to know when you're full and when to stop. Another thing is, another story. I can't lose weight. I have no willpower. Well, it's another thing of getting in the control, isn't it? Willpower decreases over the course of a day. So start early in the morning with a good eating plan. Have a breakfast that is filling you up, that's going to last you over a period of time, not just crash in an hour or so. And, don't make it a battle. just have me against the food kind of thing. It's just know what's good for you, and just take steps to implement willpower that works. And so that, my son always reminds me of this. It's much easier if you don't buy the cookies at all than to try to exercise your willpower, looking at them in the cupboard and thinking, I don't want any cookies. I'm not going to eat cookies. Just don't buy them. So I'm trying that. Another story we tell ourselves is, I can't lose weight because I just hate to exercise. And of course, we've had this conversation before, so I'm not going to drill you. I'm sort of drilling myself, I guess, is that, exercise for energy and good health. Don't exercise to lose weight. It will be a side product. It'll be another benefit, but it's not the reason to exercise. Exercise so that you feel healthy and well and agile. And anyone can lose weight really without exercising. So it's not the exercising that relates directly to the pounds coming off. It's just being healthy overall in your whole attitude to your body. Some people say it's too hard to lose weight after menopause. And it's true. I mean, the metabolism does slow down as you get older. The hormones in our bodies do shift and change. And, we have to really learn to eat in tune with our body's rhythm so that, we can, no matter how old you are, where you are in the menopause sequence, that you just have to learn to adapt your eating habits to those times in your life, those transition times. So saying it's too hard to lose weight because of your metabolism is really, it's partly true, but it's not the whole truth to losing weight. So have a go. Have a go. So related to that is another comment, which is my metabolism is slow. And it's, as Sherry points out, your metabolism has nothing to do really at the end of the day with losing weight. The slow metabolism at the level that it would affect losing weight is rarely the problem. Slow metabolism, like serious slow metabolism as an illness that requires treatment, is very, very rare. So when you say you've got a slow metabolism, it's probably what you're saying is, I don't move as much, I don't get out as much, I don't eat the right foods. So using that story that my metabolism is too slow is a common one, and I've heard myself even saying that. But it's not a reason that you will not lose weight. Pounds just come off, honestly, when you just reduce your calorie intake. It's really as simple as that. But I say simple as that. It's not simple at all. It's not easy, but it is really pretty logical and explainable. But a final topic or story that we tell, apparently, and I don't use this one myself really, but it's that I can't lose weight because it's generic. My family's always been overweight, so I'm going to always be overweight. And this is what's really something you learn is your family's eating habits. It's not the genetics. Now, I suppose there might be some I know there are some illnesses that I don't know about that cause your body to hold weight, and those are medical conditions that you have to go and see the doctor, and that probably can be genetic. But to say that you can't lose weight because it's always been in my family, look at the habits that your family had with eating rather than the actual medical connection. It says, apparently, Sherry says that only 1% of the population can blame their genes for excess weight. So there's the facts, the data. You can keep on using these stories if you like, and if you use one or two of them, no one's judging. But just try to understand, I guess, that these are the stories we tell that hold us back, that keep us with those extra pounds. Habits, lifestyle, lack of activity, too much food, too much sugar, the things. So I hope that this has helped you to kind of get some perspective on losing weight. If you're trying to do that, like I'm trying to do it a little bit myself. I want to stay healthy and strong for many, many, many years, as I'm sure all of you do. And so hope this has helped you to just maybe lose a few of those stories and just tell the truth. Okay, so what story is stopping you? Which one of those stories that we mentioned, that you can't lose weight because your metabolism's too slow, or that it's genetic, or that you like food too much? What is the story that you're using? It'd be really great to get your comments. I look forward to the conversation. As I said before, thanks so much for being here, everyone. I really love talking to you and knowing that you're out there for us and for each other. Leave a comment section below. Tell us the story that you're using to stop you from losing weight, and let's share and hug and give people comments to support one another. Okay, everyone, have a fabulous day. Hope you have a great day planned with friends, family, by yourself. Whatever you do, just love yourself and take care. And we'll see you all again really soon. Bye-bye for now.